One or two more attacks. They're running out of time. Here's Mark Doyle. Cuts back inside. Waits for support to arrive. Mark Doyle. Dudelange have got numbers back. Lennon out the wing. Forward from Curtis. This is a decent move. McClelland attempted the cross and will settle for the throw-in. Here's Curtis. Curtis into the box. A turn and a shot. Oh, great work by Doyle! It's a goal for St. Pat's! Mark Doyle, the definition of an impact sub tonight. Wonderful work. Dudelange didn't clear their lines and Doyle pounced. It's a huge, huge goal for St. Pat's, and it's been scored by Mark Doyle. Dudelange 2, St. Pat's 1. And now it's a far happier journey back to Dublin for the St. Pat's supporters, who have come to Luxembourg in their numbers.
Yeah, it's a much different feel to the second leg now. Pats have been outplayed tonight, haven't really turned up in an attacking sense. Defensively, they've been very, very loose at times as well. And a mistake in the Dudelange box. Mark Doyle pounces on it, finishes from close in. Keeper had no chance really. And I said the one thing I wanted Pats to do was just put them under a bit of pressure and see if they can get any change from them. They have made a mistake and Pats are there to punish. Looks like it's going to be all to play for next week in Inchicore.
Well, Mark Doyle didn't give up on that one, and he got his rewards. Now for St. Pat's, it is a matter of just sitting back and not doing anything silly. Mark Doyle, 6th of the season. A huge, huge goal for the former Drogheda United player. Dudelange aren't finished yet. Thomas tries to poke it forward, but there's just too many red jerseys there. And is that a loss, but what I call a decent result for St. Pat's. Dudelange 2, St. Patrick's Athletic 1. St. Pat's struggled for large periods in this game. They didn't create too many chances, but in games like that, when a chance presents itself, you have to take it. That's exactly what Mark Doyle did, and he has, well, I won't say kept the tie alive for St. Pat's, but he certainly made it more manageable.
Yeah, you just imagine the Dudelange going into the dressing room now after the game. It's a totally different feel, totally different team talk. They've been very, very dominant in that game, but come away with only the one goal ahead. I think Pats will be absolutely delighted because, as I said, I don't think they turned up in the final third tonight. Chris Forrester, the talisman, quite quiet as well on the night, but look, they nicked the goal. They bring it back to Dublin in the balance. That was what the remit of the night was. It wasn't pretty, but it's definitely in the balance now coming back to Dublin.
Well, Mark Doyle was on the cover of the programme on Friday night against Cork City. He's the poster boy again tonight. And sometimes when you don't play well and you get a result, even though it's a loss, it's still a decent result. It gives you a little boost. Now they have time to think about this because they don't play again until next Thursday night and that game. So that's good, isn't it, Keith? That they have time to recover, time to get right what went wrong tonight.
Yeah, that's it. They'll get down. I'm sure when they fly back to Dublin over the next few days, they'll be straight into the video room. They'll be analysing what they can do better, what they can build on. And look, I think they'll get great inspiration from that last 5 minutes in the game, and that when you do put decent quality into the box, they do make mistakes. The goalkeeper does look strong, decent handling, but if you play 1-2 touches in the middle of the pitch, you can get opportunities. When you play out wide, they do give you up the wide areas to put decent balls into the box, but Pat's turned it down time and time again. So look, only one shot on target in the 90 minutes. It happens to be a goal. Pats will have to be a lot more productive at home. But look, in a way performance in Europe, it was a poor performance, but the result is not a bad one.
Well, we've been watching this game from the Croke Park Hotel. Our thanks to them for providing the facilities. As you could see there a moment ago, many Pats fans made their way over to Luxembourg. They'll make their way to Richmond Park next Thursday night. They'll hope it's another special night, and it's looking far better now than it was even at the start of injury time. One thing we know for sure as well is that they will not underestimate Dudelange in the second leg. I don't know if they did tonight, but certainly, look, I'll be honest and say I thought Pats would win this and they'd get through this tie comfortably. I wonder if that kind of attitude, because I can't be the only person who thought that, I wonder did that attitude seep through into the team a little bit. They're only human, it does happen.
Yeah, so a lot of people, read into the rankings and you think, oh, well, the Luxembourg League is ranked a little bit lower than the Irish League. It's not as easy as that, it's really not, but with Dudelange not having started the league yet, I thought maybe they could be a little bit rusty, but the worrying thing from a Pats point of view is they seemed to get stronger as the game went on, whereas I thought they would tire. Well, look, Pats, from their point of view, not very good tonight. They can improve, they will improve, and I'm sure they will be a lot better next week in Inchicore, and they can go and bring the game to Dudelange. It'll be a totally different game. Pats will be more on the front foot, and as I say, try and win the game rather than just try and stick around in it.
Well, Dudelange are perennial champions. They were only formed in the early 2000s, and they've won 16 domestic leagues. It tells you about their quality. And before we finish up, a word on Mark Doyle, the hero of the night for St. Pat's.
Yeah, it's brilliant. That's exactly what John Daly would have said to him when he was coming off the bench. Look, go on there and get me a goal. It doesn't matter if it's pretty, if you put one in the top corner and 30 yards out. It was a little bit scrappy, but you have to be there. He ran around, he tried his best when he came on, and that's exactly what you want from your players coming off the bench. And very exciting week next week now.
I should say that their success really started in the early 2000s. They were formed in 1991. That's not bad though, is it, to win leagues at a national level 9 years after you were formed?